What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Chris Moore, and yeah, we're back, boys. We're back at the racetrack, Greer Dragway. We're back again on a Thursday night. 2022 Hayabusa Gen 3. It is back again. This time it's my bike. It's not a customer's bike. I don't have to baby it around quite as much. I can beat on it a little bit more. And we have got this one lowered, strapped down with Brock's tie-down straps, and lowered with Brock's window link kits. We'll take you back here, show you what the bike looks like. This is the first, I guess you would say, white one to come to South Carolina. We are going to run this tonight, see what it's all about. Comment in the comments below. What do you think about this color combination versus the black and copper we had? So we're going to run this thing. It's got 30 something miles on it. We took it and rode it on the street last night, kind of broke it in, got to play with it a little bit. I do have the exhaust pipe. I have not got to dyno it yet, and we don't have a way to tune it as of yet. There's no flashed ECU, no restrictions whatsoever, 100% just bolt on parts. So we're gonna see what this thing does. The check engine light is on due to unplugged O2 sensors. We cannot put the O2 sensors in this new exhaust pipe because there's two O2 sensors and only one O2 sensor bung in our Gen 2 Busa exhaust. So we're gonna be correcting that in the coming weeks. Stay tuned to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I went a 655 in the 8th mile last week. No lowering kit, no tie-down strap, no exhaust, no nothing. Literally brand new bike with 10 miles on it. This week we're back. This is my bike. We got it set up a little bit better, stock gear ratio, all that stuff. Still 93 octane pump gas. Let's see what we can do, boys. All right, guys, here we go. Greer Dragway, week number 2 on the Gen 3 Hayabusas. This is the first time on my bike. This is the white one. Let's see how we do. We got a full exhaust on this one. We've got a Brock's lowering kit on the rear. And we've got front end retention tie-down straps on the front. Felt pretty smooth on the practice launch. I had a hard time getting it to sit still in the RPMs. Now you will notice the check engine light is on. It's because I have the O2 sensors unplugged. I'll tell you in a second. Hold on. Wheeling real bad. The initial clutch movement was too fast on it, and then I had to just kind of ease it out after that. That was launch control turned off, no rider aids whatsoever. Now, as you remember last week, if you didn't see the video last week, probably should go watch that one first. I'll drop the link there. Go watch that one. Check it out, see how we did. As far as this one, 637 at 118 the first pass. So last week we went a 655. So this week, right off the bat with a screwed up launch, boom, instant 2/10 right off the ET to start with. That's it's pretty good. That's kind of what we were thinking. The gear ratio is definitely too aggressive on this thing for my weight. We don't have the bike lowered super low. I got it lowered about 2.5 inches in the rear, and then of course we do not have adjustable triple trees, but we do have it lowered as tight as, basically the strap is as tight as we can get it, you know, lower in the front of the bike. I think that with some more practice time we can get some better launches out of this thing. I'm gonna roll back around, try to get another one as quick as possible before the crowd gets here. We're a little early tonight. See how this thing does. Comment in the comments below How do you like the new Busa overall? What do you think about it? What are your initial reactions? Now keep in mind, we cannot tune this thing. We can't do anything to it yet. So of course it's not going to do anything crazy impressive because the ECU is restricted and holding us back. Alright guys, pass 2. Guess who's up here beside me? Big Kountry done challenged me. He's on the Gen 2 Hayabusa. You know, the one, the blue and gold, the one he's been riding for a couple months now. He's been a best of a 630. He thinks he's ready for me now. He gonna try to get me while I'm, I guess you say, fresh on it. We gotta make it happen this time, boys. Let's see what we can happen. Let's go at about a 3,000 RPM. That was 2,800. That felt good. Left soft, but I think with the gear ratio I got, a softer pass is going to be a faster pass. Sometimes when stock wheelbase, it's all about finesse and control. Let's see what we can do with Big Kountry. Come on, let's get his ass. Ah man, this thing is hard to stage up. No tune on it. Not exactly right. Oh, we got it. Big Kountry! Woo! Laid into Big Kountry's ass. Cut his head right off. Woo, that's always fun. That was a pretty good launch there. So it started to come up. I left easy. It started a wheelie and then I went back and got it. And what I mean by that, maybe you guys can, hopefully you can see my left hand. You'll see it wheelie come up. I let the clutch out. And I pulled the clutch back in to calm it back down. And if you'll listen, you hear, in other words, you'll hear me pull the RPMs back up, and boom, right off the bat, 622 at 120 miles an hour. Big Kountry goes 637, the same exact time I went the first pass. So, should we give up? We got to give Big Kountry, you know we gonna race all night long. We might as well, right? 162, 60 foot, 622 at 120 miles per hour. So just with putting our exhaust system on, our lower end kit, and our front end tie down strap, keep in mind these are all bolt-on parts. Zero tuning has been done whatsoever. We're already in the 620s. Realistically, that's a mid 940 pass probably. So that's no tuning, no nothing. This thing, the gear ratio is definitely too aggressive for me. I need to have probably, realistically, probably 3 teeth less on the rear. 3 teeth less on the rear is also going to equate to a longer wheelbase. Even though we're stock wheelbase, we've still got extra adjustment in the swing arm to tighten the chain. Well, if we put a smaller sprocket in the rear, the wheel is going to move to the back. Therefore, we have more room, you know, extra inches, free extra inches. So we're going to maybe do that for next week. But tonight, we're going to keep going faster and faster and faster to see what we can get out of this thing. I'm really enjoying messing with it. I do have the quick shifter setting on setting 2. Me personally, I think I like it better so far. So we're going to keep playing with it and see how we can do with this thing. What do you think it's capable of?
Y'all about to race again?
I guess.
What's happening, Country?
Chris been out here practicing. He's supposed to run me off the trailer. He been out here practicing. I'd have had his ass off the trailer though.
What do you think about that?
What?
He said he would have had you off the trailer.
Oh my God. Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Alright guys, pass 3. Big Kountry has pulled up here again. He is wanting his revenge. He was talking so much shit at the shop. Oh, I'm gonna take you out, blah blah blah. I'm one thing after another. He got him a new helmet. He thinks he's so cool now. After the first pass, he's ducking and dodging me. He don't want no parts of this Gen 3. Let's see if we can nail this launch, get this stuff figured out. The camera camera is kind of in my way, guys. Just want you to know I'm sacrificing to get this good footage for you. I got it just on a suction cup mount stuck to the gas tank. Now the sun right now is killing us. You can barely see the lights. Alright, we're gonna go for about a 2,500 RPM launch. This new Busa, the clutch on it, crazy fine line, I guess you say. Uh-oh, country dead, country dead. Got him, got him, got him. Country, he about 4 bikes back. Well, one thing about it, when we leave the track, Country won't be hungry. I done took him to Gapplebee's. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna say that was better than a 22. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. 617 at 120, 157 60 foot. So there we go. Here he goes, making excuses, guys. You can't see him right now, but he's like, these tears coming out of his eyes. He had a 005 reaction time. Said he missed second gear. Pressure bust pipes, folks. Like I said, ask Ricky Gasson. Once you get on the line with CM Dollar Sign, there's a different story up there. You know me, walk it like I talk it. Alright guys, we're getting a little faster and faster on the Busa. I may try to take it back to the trailer and lower it down just a smidge. I've got fully adjustable lowering links from Brock's Performance, and I think we can get the bike a little bit lower with some small adjustments. So we're gonna pull it back around, lower it around, even just a ½ inch. You'd be amazed how much difference that makes as far as being able to launch it. Let's see what happens. Alright guys, here we go. Big Country wants the revenge again. We're gonna take it to him one more time. We went 617 the last pass. Let's see what we can do this one. Sun is going down, weather conditions are right, air's cooling off. Should be a good pass right here. See what we can do. No burnout needed for the Busa. She hooks just fine without the old burnout. Alright, the clutch on this thing, super finicky. So if you guys ever rode a Honda Grom, you know how only 20% of the clutch lever actually works, and the other 80% is just play. That's the way this thing is. It's kind of weird. So when I go to get on the line, you literally let it out the majority of the way before you have to worry about it. Country trying to take a while staging on me. Back Country! That was a pretty smooth launch. So it bogged to start with, and then I went back and got the clutch again like we talked about earlier. Earlier I had to go back and get the clutch to calm it down. That time I had to go back and get the clutch in order to bring it back to life. So that launch, from my calculations, what I could tell last I looked at, was about 2,400. So that's super low, and I'm just letting the torque of the engine lug it out. When a 158 60 foot 620 flat at 119 mile an hour. Country 653 117. Pulled a Ricky Gasson red light. Country accidentally red lighted, took off too early. Overall fun pass. Let's go back and see what we can get with the other ones. Alright guys, we're shutting it down early tonight. Only a couple practice passes to see how the new Busa was going to do. I have seen now that with what we've got to modify the clutch a little bit. The factory clutch on this thing is not going to work for drag racing applications once we start to really push it. Right now, I'm just kind of babying the bike along, letting the torque of the engine pull itself out, and we're getting some good times, but we can do much, much better whenever we modify this clutch. We're probably going to backdate it, put the Gen 2 Busa clutch stuff in it, and make this thing work with the Brock's clutch mod. I think we're going to get some really good times out of this thing, and it's going to be really competitive in Superstock trim, even with a restricted ECU. So once we get the more horsepower out of this thing, I think we're going to have a real contender on our hands, and I cannot wait to get this thing fully unleashed, making all the power we know it's capable of. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel, smash that like button. Check us out, moremafia.com, for more information. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.